No, I'm
You
not.
bring back a new toy
Just-
from SHOT Show?
No. This needs to go to somebody's house, just not my house.
I'd take that at my house.
Okay, well then we'll trade.
You want? Yeah. So
Yeah, I'd like this one would be way more fun.
that's your speed right there.
Oh, this thing.
So did you guys shoot one of those at SHOT?
We did not this year. We didn't go into the Chris booth. We got by there and there was a humongous line.
Everybody wanted to shoot it.
And I've shot one previous. They're a ton of fun. The only oddball thing about shooting this thing full auto is that every other gun either kind of holds still or has a tendency to rise. The Vector wants to dive down.
Which is completely opposite. Because of that, it's because of that cycling.
Well, yeah, that and you're holding it
bolt moves
above
down.
the bore line.
Yep.
And all the reciprocation happens above, and so it's got this weird kind of a thing. But
I shot
I
one of
really
those.
like them. I think they're cool.
I shot one of those about a year ago, full auto in 10 millimeter, and I did not hate it.
10 millimeter would be cool.
It was awesome.
45 would be neat.
That's in
Especially putting
45.
a little like quiet little device
Yep.
on the end of that
Yep.
sucker. Like
You talk about a great home defense and just fun gun. This in 45 ACP, it's got the folding grip
right.
or brace.
This is a brace. Yes, the
Yep.
grip stays still.
Yep, folding brace. That's cool.
Can still be shot with
That's
with it collapsed like that and out of the way. And then speaking of braces, we did get to play with and see the
That's
prototype
yep.
for the new A4.
SB4.
Which would be kind of cool, and I think would kind of tie this together pretty awesome. Particularly might work better with this one, but nonetheless, we have ducks. I heard ducks in the
It's
shop.
2 degrees outside and the ducks are inside the.
Everybody's
Range.
too cold to be outside.
Bring your shotgun.
Like, yeah, you've heard of keep your pets inside.
And then,
Ducks count.
Yep. Then this is the rifle nobody has, except us. Scar
Yeah,
Shot
we got
team.
one or two of them.
Two of them.
Yeah. So
So
come
if
grab it, guys.
You've been looking for one of these these were not available on the market or extremely limited availability because FN had a contract. Apparently had a contract with some EU departments and military, and everything was going over there. So these are just barely starting to trickle onto the market. We've got 2 of them.
yeah.
Speaking of the,
FN's been really they like us.
they like
here
us.
lately.
Tell them what they told you at the booth.
Yeah, so we had the silly video that we did of Ron opening up the 20S.
60-second
video, 30 seconds of it, the first 30 seconds of it, you just see Ron, a cardboard box, and some foam. Been now viewed like, it's been exposed to like 1.6, 1.5 million people.
Crazy.
It's just like ridiculous. FM was like, oh yeah, we totally have seen that. I was like, hey, you mind sharing that? And they're like, well, yeah, we can't do that, but.
You're
Well, we did like
you're
it, so
marketing
thank you
our
very much.
product, and we like it, but we can't tell anybody about it.
Yeah. They said
We
it would,
don't
be,
want it
it would be
selling.
unfair, and then they would be asked by everyone.
Yeah. By the way, thank you to all the trolls who said that don't know how to handle a firearm because I almost put my finger in the trigger guard, and I didn't know how to check it for clear. And
Trigger
didn't know-
discipline, man.
Didn't know
it's
how
a
to,
real thing.
Didn't know how to open a cardboard box and need to buy a treadmill. Love that guy.
Needless to say, Ron's been trolling the comments, and
my
butt hurt.
Pass those.
So,
Yeah.
I'm over it. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that people feel the need to make those comments.
Because they're
People
on the
that-
other side of that wall of no one knows who I am.
Yeah,
I'm
crazy.
just an internet warrior.
But thanks
I'd
to
love to
everybody
see him
for
come out
friggin'
and
watching.
shoot, though. I mean, we got competitions on Thursdays. We got classes all days of the
Yep,
week. So
yep.
anytime y'all want to come out and show Ron how to unload and show clear, or how to chamber around, or how to unbox an FN,
Yep.
come in,
Yep.
buy
I
buy
need-
one.
I
We'll
need
put it back in the
assistance
box for you. You can show them how to do
that.
that. Absolutely.
There's
So what kind of
else.
stuff we got going on at the range?
There's
Not what we
always
did.
stuff
We'll
going
get to
on.
the SHOT Show
It's
stuff
warm.
here.
It's warm
just
in
a
here.
few.
How's that?
It is warmer in here than in some places. It is brutally cold outside, as like all of America knows right now. Here in Missouri, we are sitting right around that, right at 0 mark. I think it was 2 degrees right now, but we started off in the negatives. I think -9 out in Troy, where I'm at this morning. So, very nice.
I want to kind of go a little bit serious here for a second and spend about 2 minutes talking about this officer that was killed here in St. Louis a couple of days ago. Bad deal. Don't know all the details, but there's no winner
I have a
here.
feeling what we're hearing is not really the story. Something about this doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And I don't want to spread any rumors. I do, however, want to point out that firearms are not toys.
No.
I don't care how much experience you have with them or think you have with them, they're not toys. And no matter what the situation is here, if it's an ND, if it was a silly game that got out of hand, if it was something else, bad deal. So breaks my heart to 24-year-old officer gone.
Yeah, just over a year on the force, maybe under 2 years.
Bad deal. So anyway, we don't play with firearms. They're tools, and we treat them with respect.
Right.
All the time.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that. Don't we have a class tomorrow?
We have basic pistol tomorrow. We have NRA instructor course this weekend. I think there might be
a 3-day course, right?
A couple of spots left. No, there's no spots
sold
left.
out.
Phil's saying we're sold out on that one, so
that's cool.
Better luck next time. We got defensive handgun next week on Tuesday. Tomorrow we got IDPA match. Or no, next week. Next week is IDPA match, so that'll go up. The match will go up for signups on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Jump in there. That normally sells out pretty quick, put that on the calendar, put your warnings and alarms on the phones and so forth. I know a lot of our regular shooters have just a standard 9 a.m. Saturday alarm that pops up. Wilson Combat Days next weekend, still working on trying to figure out what we got going on for that. I know that we were told that they'd be coming in and playing, but for some reason the rep won't return calls, so we'll bring you more details on that.
I bet SHOT Show may have had a little bit to do with that.
I mean, just because everybody and their brother was in Vegas for the past week, and half their brothers were there a week before trying to set things up, I'm sure that had a little something to do with it. For all you guys looking to on how to build an AR, obviously we've got plenty of stuff on the web that tells us how to do that, but it's not the same as having somebody that's literally standing there helping you make sure that, giving you the tricks of the trade. How not to send parts flying across the room. Big, huge.
I'll tell you what, those detent springs are a booger too to find.
They fly way farther than they're supposed to. I mean, come on. Stoner should have come up with something that only has a little bit of spring pressure so they wouldn't fly, but no, those things.
You mean like an AK?
I don't even know if AKs have springs, man.
It has one.
They just have wire that you kind of push into spots, and it just kind of I don't fit here. And
I remember the first time
pressure.
I pulled the bolt and piston out of an AK, and it had the guide rod is hinged, and I thought I'd broken the damn thing.
Yeah.
Why is that spring doing this?
Yeah.
Anyway, the AR Armorers course, there's 4 seats left. It's Saturday and Sunday. They're 8-hour days. You're going to start with a rifle, take it apart, put it back together, take it apart, put it back together. Your final exam, so to speak, is here's a box with enough parts in it to build 4 guns. Pull out just enough parts to build yours. And whoever can do that with the fewest trips to the box in the least amount of time is going to win some sort of a cool prize that Rich sets up. But you're going to walk out of there knowing that you can take an AR apart, put it back together.
How it functions, why things are in what position, why they go in a certain
You'll
place.
shoot the gun better if you take that course, just because you understand the tool better. And that is a skill set that you're going to keep for a long time, because, I mean, when you get into that AR platform and you want to shoot it, you start enjoying it and participating in it, so many different things that can be done with it. And now you've got a skill set, you can make your own, everything that you like.
Yeah, I mean, being able to go through and know what you're buying, and it gives you a better idea towards what your particular build needs to consist of.
Yep.
And that way you can kind of make some better decisions. I'm a big advocate on build, not buy. I built all of my own, and boy, I learned a lot of things in the first couple. So they come fairly easy now. But,
whether if you take this
taking the class,
if you
boy,
pay to take this class,
it would've been-
or don't pay to take this class, you're still going to pay
Yeah.
to figure out how to build an AR.
Yeah, I think
'Cause
until
you're
I
gonna-
finally figured out some of the tricks of
Yeah.
the trade, I definitely spend at least half of that just in replacing parts
Oh, yeah.
that flung and I'm sure are somewhere.
I
My
had a-
guess is they're with the extra socks
Yeah. I
because
had
they go into orbit with those random socks that disappear. So
I had a guy that I used to work with who's built an AR, and he's like, I watch some videos, I know what I'm doing, right? YouTube videos. And so he went out and he bought himself a nice lower, bought himself, he was a left-handed shooter, so he bought a setup, a spike setup for a left-handed AR because he wanted to build his own. And he was installing the trigger guard and broke the receiver.
oh, that's good. That's good.
But
I've seen that happen in my
Oh yeah,
a few
oh, yeah.
times.
But
How do I
so,
fix
you know,
this?
he had to go buy another $150 receiver because he didn't want to spend a couple of bucks to take a class.
Yeah.
Anyway, you'll pay for it one way or another if you're going to build a gun. So why not learn from a pro?
Exactly. So save yourself the time, save yourself the headache.
And have
Come out,
fun.
take a class.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
We have a lot of fun. All right, what
the
else?
basic handgun is we got
Basic
basic
handgun
handgun
next
next
Sunday.
Sunday. So obviously always doing a lot of training. Other things coming up are the girls just want to have guns for February, sold out. Jump on March. We got to say that
That's
stuff
awesome.
early. So
That's awesome.
jump on the March and the April husbands. Those are great opportunities to expose your female in your life, whether it be girlfriend, wife, daughters, whatever, to get around firearms and doing it in a fun environment. Sam does an absolutely
safe.
phenomenal job putting that thing on every month. So it's a testament to the fact that it's sold out month after month after month.
Yep.
And all the women leave here big smiles on their faces.
Much
and
more
we get a
confident.
lot of husbands that come back in on the following couple of days and are like, thank you for doing that because I was told, honey, you need to go buy me this. And they just show a picture of the thing they shot and they're like, this thing was awesome, I want one. And of course, guys, you're like, okay, I have to go buy a pistol now.
I have to go buy another gun.
So terrible. So come out for that, get signed up for that one. Like I said, February sold out. Jump on to March, jump on to April. There are some still spots open.
March is the 2.
So March is a 2.0. So that one's a little more advanced and a little more moving and fun stuff on that side. But again, all focused around the safety and the experience of getting people who are less than experienced and get them into doing some fun stuff without any of the pressures that they, for some reason, think that the bearded variety seem to portray. And again,
I
great
get it.
for like groups of women.
Yeah, I get it.
We all wear ear protection, so even the squeaks and the squeals, totally fine with us.
I understand that how they can be uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable around you.
Yeah, but that's for a totally different scenario.
It's because I spent 6 days in Vegas with you. That's
And you loved every moment of it, but no, Ron had to ditch out on us early and go spend the last day with the wife. Not that that's the problem, but like she would have wanted to come hang out with us. We're fun people.
I do not.
And so I
want-
think you kept her
I don't want.
from
I'm
having the
protecting.
fun.
I'm protecting her.
There's no, she can protect herself. She's been
Yep,
married to
she
you
can.
for a long time, and she is still rocking it. So I still think that you could have let her come play with us. But you went to a show together. How was that show?
It was fine.
Care to elaborate anymore,
No,
Ron?
no,
All
that's
right. When you see Ron, when you come in and see Ron, ask him about the show and what he thought of that. The red.
So fast as I see him, shut up.
It should be. It should bring up some good stuff.
It was good. So what else we got going on?
So,
How about that weather? That ceiling needs
yes,
some spackle.
very cold, very chilly. Yes.
Don't know what to do with my hands. All right.
No, just be quiet. So, last week, everybody's been waiting for it. SHOT Show.
It was a good show.
Yes.
Good
it was-
show.
it
You
was-
guys worked your butts off.
Seemed a little less people there than what I've seen over the past few years, where it seems to get more and more massive each year. I tell you that the one thing I was really expecting is the words innovative and groundbreaking,
Groundbreaking, yep.
and never been done before. Those statements. These marketing guys, man, they're coming up with different ways of saying it because those were not the buzzwords this year. There was some cool innovation. We did see some cool stuff. We got to do a lot of shooting, which we know Ron didn't get to do any of the shooting.
Yeah,
so
I don't want
I
to.
did plenty.
let's watch a quick video that Phil threw together of Monday's
You'll
media
notice-
day or industry day at the range, where we got to go shoot all kinds of fun stuff.
Not we.
There's no
I mean,
Phil,
you.
there's no Ron
There's
in
no
this at
Ron
all.
in any of that. I was working while they were.
There is some
playing.
Phil, there is some Sam, there is some Dustin, there's some KD.
1,000
there's some
yards,
me.
5 for 5.
Yes.
1,100 rounds.
Oh, 1,100 yards, 5
Yes.
for 5.
So let's check the video out, and then we'll come back. We'll bring in Sam and Phil for the next batch.
Still awesome.
Yeah.
Still awesome.
It was the fourth booth we stopped at, and it was like, I don't want to break our wrists.
I didn't see you there, Ron.
I was
What were you
sitting,
doing?
sitting in the classroom taking notes.
All of it.
Getting learned. Getting
Come
learned.
back and he's like, hey, I went to this thing. Here's the syllabus.
What did I write? I wrote a 12-page report on everything that I'd done, and they come back and show me that damn video. I punched each of them in the nose.
Right. He wanted.
Actually, they sent me pictures while I'm
did.
sitting in class.
We did.
Wah, 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 you know, the Charlie Brown
Hey,
teacher.
I'm sitting here looking
My
at
phone
this.
goes
We're
bing, and I
sending
look at there, and they're holding. One of them was them holding the double-barreled
The double
1911,
1911. That thing.
and
Wicked.
and then
It's
the other
wicked
one, which
cool.
really pissed me off, was Phil shooting a full auto AA-12.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That was my favorite thing to shoot at.
They gave Phil the big stick, and they gave me the half drum.
That was awesome.
It was
That had to be just. That's a
totally
bucket list
caught
shoot for
everyone
me.
by surprise.
For
I literally
sure.
thought that thing was going to rock and kick a whole
Dude.
bunch.
Just sat on it.
It's like a
going down
Thompson.
range.
Yeah, it's very flat shooter. It was unbelievable. I've shot quite a few full autos, and I was preparing myself mentally to really dig into it and
Yep.
lean hard. And
Yep. You fell forward.
man, it's a
Yeah, it
soft
was-
shooting full auto shotgun.
All right, Sam, what was your favorite thing that you shot on Monday at the on range day?
My favorite thing I shot?
Your not person or target. Your favorite firearm that you
Favorite
discharged.
firearm? That's hard. I really liked the new, what is that stupid thing?
That pointer.
That pointer was super nice, but no, the new round,
Oh, the 350 Legend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that bolt action
Yeah.
suppressed was super. It was probably the favorite gun I shot. Not my favorite, like,
Thing.
personal best record per se.
What
but
would that be, Sam?
She hasn't told anybody about this.
Nobody.
I was not bragging on it at first because I didn't realize it was that cool until Chris bragged on it. I had no idea what I did was cool.
This is super cool.
I went 5 for 5 at 960 yards with the Rise 6.5 Creedmoor, and then I found out there was a 24-inch by 10-inch steel target at 1,100 yards. It went 2 for 2 with the original 24-inch circle, and then 2 for 2 with the other smaller target. So.
It was
This
a
is like
30
a
to 35 mile an hour.
30 mile an hour
30 mile an hour
crosswind.
crosswind.
It was
I mean,
silly.
with gusts into the 50s. Like, it was
They've got raw video of her sitting behind that gun and like, boom,
hit.
hit.
Yeah.
And then Rob Pink is jumping out going, woo!
Yeah.
But really, I didn't
Awesome.
know what I did was cool. I thought they were like high five. I'm like, high five, Sam, you did good because
Good job pulling the trigger.
they're nice.
Like,
And-
because she didn't want to shoot any guns
yeah, no,
outside
I
of
was
the
busy taking pictures.
There
with the
are
exception
not-
of the shotguns.
There are not that many people in the world who can say that they've hit a target at 1,100 yards.
repetitively.
I didn't know it was a big deal until
Yeah.
Chris is like, yeah, Sam did the thing. And Rob Pincus is like, you did what? I was
She's like, is that
Yeah.
really a thing? And he's like,
That
no,
was
that's,
awesome.
that's pretty impressive.
That
I
was
will
awesome.
say,
Oh my
being
God.
able to hit claybirds in 35 mile per hour winds, though,
Yeah, that was kinda
I
cool,
was
too.
like, that might be a personal best.
Yeah, we shot the on the Claybirds. We shot the VR. What is it? The VR80, the new
Yeah.
Rock Island AR shotgun thing,
At Claybirds, flying Claybirds.
which was a weird,
Yeah.
weird feeling.
I've
You're-
shot Claybirds a lot with a standard shotgun, and it was weird doing it with an AR style shotgun,
Yeah.
looking with
AR sights.
and
No
stuff.
kidding.
It
And
was
they both
strange.
look back at me and
But-
they're like,
It feels
Okay.
weird pointing this
There's
up into
supposed
the
to be
sky.
a bead on the front of
Yeah,
this thing.
It,
Yeah.
it was weird, but I think
It was
actually
cool.
ran really well.
Yeah,
It-
we
it
didn't
was
have a
surprising.
single
I went
problem,
into
and-
it with very low expectations shooting that shotgun, and I came away kind of wanting one.
Cool.
No, and they're
Yeah.
very, very reasonable. So
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, their race shotgun ran super smooth as well. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
their
what I
3-gun
started with,
shotgun. Yeah,
and
that
that
was
was a
nice,
really nice
too.
gun.
shot a lot of cool
Right.
guns.
What was Phil's favorite?
The AA-12. Yeah, definitely. Lots of fun stuff to shoot out there. I didn't shoot as many full autos this year as previous years because there seemed to be a lot more people in line for those. But we did a lot of the new Walther Q5
Ooh,
Steel.
Q5 Steel.
Oh, that thing was so nice.
Such a sweet shooting pistol. It's probably my favorite pistol I shot.
What was the
Um,
one at the top of the hill? The one
It's
we
not a
shot
Glock?
last?
I did not shoot a Glock.
It's the Archon
Because
Type B.
They were
That was super nice,
super
too.
crazy.
Everybody wanting to shoot the 48s and the 43Xs.
It was a
Yeah.
huge,
Which, by the way,
huge
you can
line.
come here and shoot. You don't have to
Yep.
go to Vegas
Yeah.
to shoot
That was
those.
that's exactly what we said. We're like, I'm not standing in line. I got one at home.
Yeah.
Right. We shot that
Downstairs
2
and
days
shoot.
ago.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the Mossberg line was just as long as the Glock
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
really
That
surprised
new
at that.
Mossberg pistol.
Yeah.
I think that's a real deal. I think that gun's a player.
We
They
talked
got
about it
them there.
last time, and I really, really I'm hard pressed to say that it's not something that somebody should look into.
It's
I mean,
$100 cheaper
under
than a Glock.
$400, and it has all of the niceties that the 43, the Shield, and the 365 have. Obviously, the 365 has a little bit better ammo capacity.
But ergos
But,
are good.
I mean-
the mag release is good. The
Yeah.
slide works well.
That flat
the
shoot
triggers
on it is
The
very
trigger's
nice.
nice. for
retracting
what it
my
is.
statement from 2 weeks ago when we shot it here and I complained about the trigger being super gross and spongy. The
Yeah.
guy at Mossberg made me shoot the one in Vegas and the trigger is not nearly as bad. Apparently our spring was off to some degree.
Yeah.
After a little adjusting, I retract all previous insults towards the new Mossberg pistol. It was
That's
actually a
They
pretty
gave her a
nice
hat in exchange for her
Yeah.
apology.
no, he gave me, no, what actually was the game changer was he sat and talked to Chris and Phil for,
Yeah.
I swear, 15, 20 minutes about how to take it apart, how to fix it, gave me his business card, was like, have your armor call me as soon as you get back. And I messaged him first thing Monday morning, and Vinny had it corrected by the end of the day.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
they
was
were
the game
right on
changer
top
for
of
me.
it, and every other one of them that we got to toy with, and they had quite a few out at the range. They had quite a few in the booth. I mean, I went and was playing with all of them at the booth, and every one of those triggers felt 100% different than the one we had received, and so it was clear that there was something that was a little off. And first run production run guns, I mean, you got to understand that there's got to be an occasional issue, but with the amount of, I mean, it didn't take Vinny but 5 minutes of actually tweaking with the thing, and he had it all straightened out. So thank you to the Mossberg guys. You were right up on top of it, listened with open ears, and there didn't seem to be any animosity in his voice whatsoever when he was talking about how to fix it.
And wanted to make sure we had something that worked right.
Yeah, so good on you guys. Yeah, so it was pretty.
What was the favorite thing you shot, Ron? Oh, you didn't. I keep forgetting.
My mouth.
He got to run his mouth a
You
lot.
did run your mouth a lot.
Yes, that he did.
What was your favorite, Chris?
I mean, my baby, obviously, was my favorite. The mutant.
Is that the one that
Plenty
had
of
the
times.
magazine on it?
Yeah, Mike really tried. They
I
stuck
think
like
Chris
3
went viral
magazines
with
together,
that
and Mike looks at me and goes, "If there's anybody that's not going to be upset that it doesn't work right, try this mag." And I was like, "Whoa, all the mag!" And it was so long that like when I went to rock it in, the base plate actually
Banging
hit
on
the
the
muzzle as I put it in. So that, I mean, it was as long as you could go, and sadly the spring in there was just, it did not work
It's
right.
basically
and
3 AK mags welded together, right?
Yes. So it was like 90 rounds stuffed into it. The spring just, it couldn't keep
handle
up.
it.
And but nonetheless, you know, I
It
tried
was-
a bunch, fought with it a bunch, and
It was
then
ugly.
finally it was, here, just take one of these heavy mags. And so I dropped that one, put the regular 30 in there, and she ran like a dream as always. But other than that gun, which is the default for me, most fun gun to shoot, maybe except the minigun, but nonetheless, out there, I still think that Archon Type B is a really cool gun.
Yeah, that's a really
the
cool
Q5 steel was just awesome gun. And then I really like the Adams 224 Valkyrie. They just came out with the 224
I did love
Valkyrie
that.
from Adams. So a piston gun on that gun is minor as the recoil is on that caliber specifically. With the piston in there, it's that little bit softer, and it's just.
That's cool, Ron.
It was
Yeah, no,
really
I went to shoot that, and I was
a lot
all
of
like,
fun.
let's get this thing in close so I don't get smoked. And I was like,
Tink.
I was like, ding, ding, ding,
I did
ding,
also
ding.
get to shoot a suppressed Ruger Precision 300 Win Mag,
Oh yeah.
which
yeah.
was pretty nice. That,
there was a lot of suppressed
It-
long guns out there.
It was a lot more quiet than I expected. Even being suppressed, just 300 Win Mag, I just expect that thing to be.
It's a
Brutal.
boomer. Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that rifle. That's a nice.
Looks like you
that's
were
a
having a
nice
lot of fun
rifle.
over there.
Yeah.
Shot lots of rifles.
You shot a lot more than
I shot
you
a lot.
expected to shoot.
I would
Especially
say,
once she gets that long range stuff, then it was like,
Yeah, I didn't know I had a.
okay,
a soft
I
spot
kind
for
of like
long
this
range.
little rifle thing.
Yeah, no. I actually had not planned on shooting at all because I don't do pistols. If anybody knows, I'm pretty much only interested in shotguns. And we were like walking back, and I was like, "That's Claybird's over there. We're going over there." And they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Beeline to the shotguns."
And then she had the funds.
Yeah, but I would say actually I liked learning how to do everything on my own for the long range.
Yeah.
Like learning how to adjust. So I literally never
Talk
shot.
you through how to
Yeah,
run
And
I
that
the
never
was,
shot anything probably over 50 yards.
And that totally confused me because and Phil too. They're right next to Rise's booth.
Yeah, that Crimson
And
Trace.
We say
setup.
Crimson Trace, and it's like
Yeah.
they're lasers. We're at the long range side. What in the world is Crimson Trace doing with lasers on the long range, long distance range? And come to find out, they're now making optics. And so they had the optics set up, and it was, I don't remember what gun it was on. I think it was
I think that was a 6.5 too. I think that was still 6.5.
yeah. And I just don't know what it was, what physical
Out there.
gun it was. It might have been a Winchester or something,
Yeah.
but nonetheless,
That
it wasn't
optic
all
was
about the
super
gun.
nice.
It was all about the optic. And so they had their dope chart set up, and so they were really more in working the scope.
Yeah, they talked me through like
Sam
how
didn't
you
know
adjust
that,
it
so
and
she's like, well, I do what? And he's
Yeah.
like, well, your dope is, so set your turret at, 2.5 mils. And she just looks and like, huh?
yeah, they talked me through
Do
it.
what?
And I learned how to hold. And I mean, I'm.
So then she starts doing dials and toggles and switches, and she just
toggle switches.
like having a blast with it. And next thing you know, she's grinning and smiling like,
Well, I'm
wow, I'm not quite sure what I was doing, but that was way fun doing.
Well, I'm right-handed and left-eye dominant, so scopes I'm always like, why is it all black in here? What am I supposed to see? So it was a game changer. I was thoroughly convinced, like, I can't ever use an optic because I have to shoot with both eyes open or I get all confused when I'm trying to do this. Those optics, I tell you what.
Yeah,
game
that Crimson
changer.
Trace was nice. Like
It was super nice. It was super
pretty
easy
nice
to dial in.
optics from a laser company.
Yeah. It was super cool. They'd be like, okay, you're on. And I'm like, yeah. And then, okay, now turn this thing. And I go, zoop. And my target went from like this to zoop. And I was like, oh. So that's how these work. I suddenly understand.
Yeah, so it was eye-opening for Sam.
It was.
Good learning experience.
It was a good time.
So what was your favorite thing you saw at the show, since you didn't get to shoot nothing?
My favorite thing that I saw at the show,
Other than us,
Yeah, other than us. Or Travis Haley.
I didn't see Travis.
Oh,
Oh,
we did.
Yeah, I know you guys saw Travis. I did get to see.
he recognized Phil.
I did
like,
see
the
Tom-
Travis Haley.
He said he did.
Looks
I
at
used
Phil
to
and
jump
he's
out of
like,
airplanes with Travis. And
I
he
know
said
you,
he
and
did.
Phil's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
no,
mean,
no, I totally know you. And clearly he did know Phil because he was even talking. It's like,
He
well,
was
that
being
was
nice.
back in what, 2001,
Yeah,
2002?
he goes, yeah, it was like 99 or 2000, right? I said, yeah. He goes, see, I remember you.
And Travis don't lie. He don't lie. So he knows. He
Whatever.
I
knows
don't
Phil.
hate it, but
And-
Yeah, well.
I
So did you call
Phil's
him a
just
liar
being
to his
humble.
face?
Yes, he
no, I
did.
did not call him a liar.
Yes,
I
he did.
told him he's being very nice and he doesn't have to be.
Yes.
It's fine that you don't remember
Phil's
little
like,
old me.
he was like, I remember you. And Phil's like, no, you don't. You're being nice.
Yeah.
Then he says again, Phil's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
That was one of the
Being nice.
highlights for me too, because I dig Travis. I'm gonna go take a class from him.
He's
You guys-
legit,
You
yeah.
guys talked about jumping out of planes and stuff.
Yep.
I saw Tonto.
Yeah.
Got to see
Good
Tonto.
dude. Good dude.
Didn't we walk past him at range day?
Yes.
And he was very busy getting
Yeah, he was
videos,
doing
taking up his
videos
face.
and all that good stuff. So
Is it
Didn't
there? I
bother
think
you.
there's a video from shot last year, 2018, with Tonto and Travis comparing what they like and don't like on an M4 platform, like vertical grip versus the AFGs, and you have to look that up.
Potentially, yeah.
I remember seeing it's like the cameraman just stepped back and let them talk, and it was really interesting to
listen to them.
to listen to guys who have actual combat experience, who've been downrange, talk about what they do and don't like in their battle rifles. It was
Yeah.
really,
And that was
really
when that
interesting
was when
stuff.
Tonto's been. I mean, Tonto's used the same Frankenstein AR
Yep.
that a lot
Yep.
of us have,
Yep.
cobbled together parts to make,
Yep.
and get it to run using good parts. But and so I think it's kind of cool that Maxim Defense picked him up and said, "Hey, let's build you a rifle
Real
out
rifle.
of what
Yep.
you want. Obviously, you have a setup that is good, but let's do one that is designed to run together instead of hodgepodging stuff together to make it work."
Yep.
So that's kind of neat. We didn't get to shoot his. Like I said, there was a huge line because he was in the booth, and I've met Tonto a couple of times and have hung out with him on a number of occasions. So I was kind of like, man, I don't know if I want to stay in this huge line in this massive wind.
yeah, I got too much stuff to do, too many pretty
there's
things to see.
AA-12s that we still hadn't shot at that point.
Yeah.
and mutant things we needed to do.
Phil got to
So
shoot. Rob Pincus said, why does it say our live video ended?
yeah, Pincus Pincus's gun's pretty cool.
No, we're still streaming.
Yeah, we're still streaming, still recording, so
It's weird.
not sure why people don't get the funds.
Keeps,
So I saw that F1
that's weird. We went down and we're back up.
down and back up.
Yeah, on its own.
Who was it? Is it F1, that manufacturer?
Did I send you downstairs to see with the really pretty guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are friggin' works of art.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
All
they are.
skeletonized and painted and
Yeah.
fully. You can take a picture of your car and they'll put it on your rifle and
Yeah.
make. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
They
what-
And all of
So
that glitz
shiny.
and glam is not just glitz and glam.
They're runners.
Those guns will run. Oh my
yeah.
goodness! I've
Those
seen
were
them
super
things
cool.
be-
That was something that you just don't. You're not going to walk in and see somewhere.
Yeah.
And
But I'm
till we
probably
get him at the range, and then you can walk in and see him at the range.
Well,
keep bugging
We're
around
gonna talk
about
to them,
that.
but I mean, possibility that we can use them as a custom builder for some of these guys that really want to go all out on a rifle. But I'll be honest with you, one of the things that I was super excited about is not a rifle, it's the Holosun optic line.
Oh, yeah.
Those amber.
The new gold dot is kind of neat.
With their price point and what they offer, and you know, each optic has 3 reticles in it, and you can choose red, green, or amber reticles, and you can get them completely enclosed for, you know, outdoor abuse type stuff, and
Fully waterproof.
they're
to
and
like 50 meters
they're-
or something
it
like
just,
that.
I think they are.
The coolest part I like about the Holosun
Super
stuff
nice.
is the battery life. I mean,
Yeah,
ridiculous battery life.
100,000 hours.
100,000.
10 years.
Yeah.
100,000 hours.
On their medium setting.
Constant
so on the
on
medium
medium
setting, you literally don't have to change that. Phil
So-
and I were figuring out 11 and a half years.
Yeah,
You just call it 10.
Like,
yeah.
that's,
So
Set your
you turn
calendar
it
for 10
on,
years.
put it in the safe, the closet, take it to the range.
the
When-
stay awake technology. is
Yeah,
another
if your
thing.
kid's
Like,
5 now, when they turn 15, change the battery.
Yeah.
Somebody back there working.
I don't know
Some
what that
sort of
even
beeping
is.
going on in the background if you see
Yeah,
people
anyway.
like staring up and
But
like they're
I,
crazy.
you know,
We're all just like-
that's-
We are crazy,
and
but-
we have carried Hollisons. We're gonna, I think we're gonna extend that line because they have impressed me. I
Yeah.
think they've done some
They've
stuff
got
there.
I've got some of their stuff. Chris
Yeah,
got some of their stuff.
you run one on your shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yeah,
I run one
Now,
on the
with
mutant.
you
and
not being able to pick up
it's
colors, do you
awesome.
see that better?
The amber, the gold dot thing, I don't know. I asked, so I don't see red very well, so I like green dots, and that's one of the things I like about Holosun is they have a line of green dots, and he said that I should be able to see this better. Now in the convention center, I could see it just fine. I didn't get to look at one outside,
Right.
but I mean I'd be very interested in buying one, even to put on a pistol, and try it.
Yeah.
I think it'll work. I don't know.
I think they got themselves a winner there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're enclosed. The 510, which is a lot of people call it like the EOTech type thing.
Yeah.
I've got one running on my Mutant. I love it. I think it's awesome. But they've got a new 512 they're coming out with, which is an enclosed version, which is similar to the Aimpoint Acro.
Yep.
We were able to check out the Acro. Not a fan. Obviously,
good optic,
It's
but I-
Aimpoint. It's gonna.
yeah.
You're gonna be able to beat the living snot out of that thing, and it's gonna work. I get it. I'm good on that though. I don't think I'd go that route. To me, it seemed like a real small window, and just too much for a pistol. Too much mass for a pistol. It just didn't, and not
Too
enough
small
onto a
for a
rifle.
rifle,
So I'm
Guys,
sure there'll
if
be
you
guys
can
out
see
there,
us,
but
comment, please. I can't
I
tell
don't-
if it's
I don't
our
know.
internet going down or
Well, there is somebody working behind us, so
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
we gotta
that
wipe
says we're
this
still
out.
streaming.
Yeah.
I just on Facebook it keeps like restarting back to 0.
Well,
and
you got like Zero Delta, the Zero Delta Z9 pistol.
Yeah,
It's a
modular
modular all metal Glock
That was really
thing.
pretty cool.
That thing's neat. Their tourniquet looks to be pretty cool, although I guess there's some question on who said it was A-OK into the
It's brand new, so
community
everybody says
of-
it's not
of
tested
people.
yet. And
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
And I mean,
I think it'll work.
we've heard a lot of people that love the rats.
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of
Same.
guys
I've got
that
some
don't
rats.
like the rats. So different strokes for different folks. But I think the
They-
bruise that you've got,
Yeah.
They put it on
It's still
me.
there. It's almost
Yeah.
gone, but
They put it on me,
It-
and my fingers stopped working.
Yeah.
I mean,
They put
super
it on
simple to apply, super simple to use.
Yeah,
No
no.
windlass
Yeah.
worry, which was pretty cool. Flexible, so they're saying that you can even use it on very small
Yeah.
limbs,
Kids.
like what's found on children and so
Chitlins.
forth. So
chitlins and dogs.
that's cool to have one. Dogs would be another thing, another
Yeah.
cool one to have.
So he sent something on my thigh,
so,
and I was like, "This isn't gonna hurt that
I'm
bad." And also,
intrigued.
I was like,
Yeah, and they didn't. They said they hadn't released it until Tuesday, first day of actual SHOT Show opening. So
I guess.
stay tuned to find out more info. But as long as everything works out like we kind of think it will, we'll be having those things in here as well. So
the dudes who came up with them are legit.
So one was a doctor,
Yeah.
correct, and one was a medic gone.
Paramedic.
Cop.
He was a combat medic
Also,
and,
yeah, combat medic gone, civilian medic gone, cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So neat,
And he
neat
looked like
stuff.
he was 12.
He did.
He did. Okay, what was the favorite thing you saw on the floor then? We went over what Ron and then
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, there's quite a few. I like that.
you got pretty excited at the Magpul booth.
Yeah, I tell you what, Magpul sees these Scorpion stuff that they're coming out with is looking pretty cool. Magazines and grips and bodies, stocks and so forth, and some of the collaborations that it sounds like they're working with some other companies to take the Zukov stock and adapt that over. That's kind of a neat deal. There was quite a few little stuff, nothing necessarily that was just like,
Huge. Yeah.
oh my God. I still think that Q5 steel though, I really want one of those for shooting
I think
competitions.
we went back to that thing like 2 or 3 times, and every time we were all like, oh my god.
It just feels so nice.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you have a favorite?
And 2. I really like the Cloud Defensive Light.
Yeah, I like that.
Which is super cool because so at the time I just had a couple friends like, please go check this out for us. They don't have their own booth. They've got something at SB Tactical. They got something at Daniel. And I thought they were like this little guy. And we get back home and Cameron's like, no, I've been running their stuff for years. It's awesome. How did you not know that? And I was like, well, there was only 33,000 booths to look at. Silly me.
Kind of few stuff.
Their light was super nice, and their guy was like very, very nice.
Yeah, very willing to
educate.
share. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously optics and lights are not my thing, and I was like, I don't understand what you're saying that lumens aren't important. What is this other word?
Always the only important thing.
No, I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah. Lumens and candela kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, I was like, the Surefire guy just told me the only thing that matters is the 600 lumens. Please explain. But they were super cool. I'm super excited to get them in. But also, I finally got to put my hands on the Undertech Undercover women's clothing line. Dude, I did lunges around SHOT Show in their leggings.
It was awesome. It was amazing.
I
It
didn't
was
believe
hilarious.
this woman's like,
The
there's
ladies
no
are like
way,
looking
they're
like,
squat proof. And
what
I'm like,
is
no
going
way.
on?
Absolutely not. So I put these leggings on. I'm just lunging up and down the aisles barefoot at SHOT Show.
I can challenge that squat proof. Get me
She
a
was like,
pair.
it's squat proof. And I'm like, bet.
Wait a minute.
Boom!
She's talking about the pants were squat proof, not the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had actually gone and I went to check out a lot of ladies' brands, and they
Yeah.
honestly were disappointing. Dean Adams didn't bring their legging line, which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Why they wouldn't bring their leggings. Like, I get you have people that want orders, but also as a SHOT Show. Vertex did not bring any of their women's clothes.
No excuse as to why not.
Nope. I walked up and I was like, hey, I see all your men's pants and the 87 varieties of backpacks you carry. Where are the ladies' clothes? And they were like, at the warehouse. And I was like, what? Lady? And then Parker Bags didn't make it this year. I ran again. I found a company that was, I guess, the same people that do Alien Gear make some women's line. It's a Tactica or something. It's not Tactica or anything. They had some nicer purses, and I never ran across Lexico Athletica, which was sad.
Yeah, and
Sad.
the rest of us
all
weren't
these
really
women are
quite
like,
looking for the
we're
women's
gonna
stuff.
change the industry. You're impossible to find. It's all a lie. I just wanted to try on these pants.
Sensing some angst.
There was. I went to SHOT Show to come back with all these cool new women's products. We're gonna bring our leggings, and we're gonna bring these cool sweatshirts with the pockets.
You also
There was
were,
no leggings.
she was totally good and going to go off on all the gun bunnies that she saw there. But how many gun bunnies did you see? And you became friends with her.
Yeah, no, we're not friends.
Well,
She wants to be my friend. I don't want to be friends.
okay. I'll give
But
you that.
I made friends with other people that were females that were wearing clothes.
Yeah. No gun bunny. I didn't see.
Not
Even
anything.
she
Any.
was very carefully disguised.
Right, I mean, appearances did not look like
Yes,
gun
no.
bunny, even there. And
I fangirled
she was
over
coming
Julie
out,
Gallo.
I'm not a gun bunny, I'm an RSO, and da 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 da. And she's like, here, Sam, follow me. She's like, there I am. And Sam looks at her and goes, that's your butt.
Yeah.
Your butt is your
I was
main
like-
picture.
That's your butt cheeks, though.
And then we went back the next day to show Phil the pistols, and she introduced herself as a gun bunny.
As the hired gun bunny, and I was like,
So,
"See?"
yeah.
But I got to like fangirl
Proof
over Julie Gallo.
Yes.
And I asked Lena where she got her pants. And yeah, it's a good time.
Who else did you fangirl on?
So everybody's gonna make me. So I fangirled over one person at SHOT Show, and he's not really like even a firearm industry person. It was
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
What was the company he was with? Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I don't even know his
Yes,
name.
you do.
I don't even know the guy. Like, I've seen the picture of you and the guy. I have no idea who he was.
I got separated from the dads and was trying to find the Magpul booth to find them, and I'm just walking down the aisle. And it's
In
kind
the
of
opposite direction of
in the
Magpul.
opposite direction, and Brandon Lilly was sitting there, and I was like,
Anybody that's watching know who he is. Just let us know. You don't.
he's a power lifter.
Okay.
And he's awesome.
I'm sure he is.
Awesome. But yeah, I'm just walking down the aisle, and I'm like,
You were probably the only person there that fanned out on him.
it's very possible.
Probably.
It was the wrong show for him. I'm glad he was there.
I'm
Walking
very
through, it's
happy.
like, hey, there's Travis Haley. And she's like, who?
I literally had a
What?
full-blown
Yeah.
I had a full-blown conversation with Rob Pincus, and they're like, do you know who that is? I'm like, no, I'm Sam.
Yeah.
She walks in and she's like, some instructor guy,
Yeah.
who I guess is a big deal, said that was a good, that was good. So like, you guys are really serious. Like, who do you mean some instructor guy? Like, hey, there's instructor zero. Who?
Huh?
Is that little guy?
I knew Ron Holmes. I mean, I knew that.
He's
and
been here. Yeah.
That's one.
Hey.
I recognized some like Instagram celebs, but really, yeah, no. They'd be like, "Do you know who that is?" And they're like rambling. I'm like, ah. But I think that worked to my advantage because I wasn't like the new person at SHOT. I was like, I can't breathe. There's Matt from Demolition Ranch. Because I was just like, I'm
She's
Sam.
like, yeah. He's the man standing right behind us at the Keltec
Keltec.
booth.
Keltec.
We're talking to Keltec, and she's like, "Is that the guy from that demo thing?
I think it worked in my advantage. 'Cause
video?
I did fangirl, and I was like, can I have your autograph? And can we take a picture? I was just like, you're a person. You conveniently probably also like guns because you're also in this building right now. Hi. So I think that's not a bad thing.
It was a
Wasn't
bad
as
thing.
bad
It
as
was
the
just
guy who was
interesting.
walking around like with getting his shirt signed and can you take a picture with me?
Yeah.
With his cart and his
Oh my
carts.
God.
Yeah, if you go to,
Cars.
if you're a SHOT shower,
There's less carts this year than ever
leave
before,
the
too.
It
milk
was
cart
less cars.
at home.
But yeah,
I still managed to take at least one to the shin
Please,
every day.
leave the milk cart at home.
and
And don't stop in the middle of the aisle to look at your phone app
Yes.
to see where you're at.
that's exactly right.
Pull over.
Pull over.
It's just like the highway.
Pull over.
Stick a blinker out.
I mean,
and
seriously,
and to the side.
I just about plowed the road with a few people who were just like, all of a sudden, just stop in the middle of the.
You know how
Show.
sometimes squirrels get lost looking for acorns?
Yeah, you saw a few of
That
those.
was me. I would get separated from these two, and I was
Squirrel,
like wondering.
squirrel,
and all of a
squirrel.
sudden, Bart Carson walks by, and he's like, "Sam," and I was like, "Yes." He goes, "Are you lost?" And I go, "Maybe." He goes, "How long have you been alone?" I go, "45 minutes." He goes, "Come on." I was like, "Okay."
She's like, I love being around all these dads. They have
I'm
like
the dad. I'm saying
dad
All right.
GPS.
We've been rambling for 50 minutes now.
They like it.
What?
Nobody's
Both,
talking to us.
I know
Yeah.
they were all in the last video, and I think they got confused when we shut off. And I feel
go
your
so anyway,
pain.
I'm going
Thanks,
away.
Chelsea.
SHOT Show was good. Look for some cool stuff coming
Yes.
to the range. Because of that, we'll do some more product reviews. We're going to do some intros where you've got vendors and manufacturers that have committed to come see us. FN, SIG, Smith. It's going to be a great
Adams
year.
Arms.
Adams Arms. We're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to be able to do a lot more with us than you ever have before in the past. And that's just because we love what we do and
Because we're awesome.
want to do
We're
more
bringing
of
you
it.
guys fun stuff.
Yeah. We want to have fun. In turn, you guys get to have fun.
Yep. So make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagrits.
Instagram.
You got. I'm gonna go back over at my seat over here.
my
You guys
And,
have any sort of rants or any of that kind of stuff?
I do have
Ron has
my
a rant.
Knob of the Month award
Imagine that.
goes to the Baltimore School District, who just announced that they are not going to allow police officers to have firearms in school.
So what do you do when there's a shooter that comes onto campus?
Oh no, they won't come on campus because it's a gun-free zone.
Oh, duh.
Right? So
Silly me. That's how that works.
They're completely
Keeps
safe.
working.
All of these places that say no guns allowed are the safest place on the planet. doesn't get any safer.
Except that all mass shootings have happened in gun-free zones.
No, we don't report that. That's not real, that's fake
That's right.
news.
They got that new.
That's fake news.
The new one out there. The girl that
fake
says facts don't count, feelings
Facts
are real.
don't matter, feelings are real.
So we should pay attention to our feelings.
Anyway,
Are we having
I think
conversations with
I'm going to
she's
create
an adult.
my
Are we sure?
my knob of the month award, and then at the end of the year, and we'll award a knob every month, one knob a month, and then at the end of the year we'll have a knob of the year award. So my January knob of the month is the Baltimore School District.
I'm gonna have to keep a running list of this.
I think on that note, we're done, guys.
Yeah, on that
We'll
note.
see you next week. Wow.
Don't be a knob.